Hey guys, Teacher Amber here. I just wanted to share my VIP Kid story with you so far. And I just want to start off by saying that as I'm looking back on all the progress that I have made with VIP Kid, I am so glad that I did not quit, that I did not give up. It has been such a blessing. If you've heard me, you may have heard me say it in other videos, but I have more time with my daughter, more energy and less stress. Definitely not more energy and less tired today, because we were up with my daughter Olivia last night. So if you're thinking, man, she looks tired, if you ever think that, it's because sleep with my daughter is not the best, not because of VIP Kid. All right, so starting off with the application process. I when I was applying, it took me a while to apply and to get all of the to feel ready, and it was definitely, it felt like a lot of work, and I was doing at the end of the school year, so that was a challenge as well. But like I said, I'm so glad that I kept with it. I've mentioned before in another video, I did my first mock video, and I was told that I was moving on and could do a second mock video. And of course, I told you that I thought what I made that mean was, oh, you failed, but we're willing to give you another shot. Which, well, was just my own thinking, my own brain going crazy on me. But I debated whether I should do it again, whether it was going to be worth all of the work. And I felt some shame and some embarrassment that I didn't make the first one. But I did decide to do the second mock, and I passed, and I moved on, and I'm so glad that I did. And there are many people who don't pass their first try. There are many people who do as well, and many people who take a while. But if you've seen my application process, you know that once you've made it through the first interview or through the interview, that there's no failing. You can take it over and over again. So as you're doing that, if you don't pass the first time, I would just encourage you to think about little kids. As I think about little kids learning and watching my daughter grow, it inspires me and makes me want to take more risks and to go after my dreams, because when kids are learning to walk or learning to ride a bike, they fall down, they get up, and every time they fall down and they get up stronger. I mean, seriously, with those leg muscles, when they have to literally push themselves up again, they're making their legs stronger. So, I mean, definitely, I would encourage you to you know, practice, give it your best shot, and think about what it is you want and why you want to work for VIP Kid. So, and to to not give up. That's how we succeed, right? We have to fail twice the amount. And I feel like failure is looked upon as such a negative thing, and I used to myself as well, but I'm starting to put myself out there, to fail, to grow, and it's making for a much more exciting life for sure. So then like I said, I passed my second mock. It was time to start opening bookings. I didn't want to open them right away because it was still the end of the school year, and I didn't want to try and start teaching at the beginning. Just for me, that's just um, my own personal thing. But I was so grateful that I was a part of different VIP Kid Facebooks, and there were so many wonderful teachers sharing their experiences, which was so encouraging. I'm so grateful that so many said, "Hey guys, I just want to share my experience. It took me this many days before I got my first booking." And some people it took 60 days or more. Some people it took 30. Some people get it on the first day, right? It's different for all of us. For me, it took 30. I think that's what I've heard, is that typically around 30 to 60 days to start getting bookings is what it usually takes. But keep in mind, it could happen the first day, it could take longer. Just really think about what it is that you want, and imagine yourself where you want to be in VIP Kid. Imagine your future self and ask your future self what advice they have for you. I think that that's very helpful to do. So definitely every day I was opening, checking, did I get any bookings? Did I get any bookings? Wasn't getting anything. Was starting to get a little bit discouraged, but at the same time was also very encouraged for all of the people who were changing. And so I kept telling myself, okay, just takes time, just takes time. And there is, I mean, VIP Kid is very helpful. There was a ton of help. There are workshops to show you, there are Facebook groups to ask other people what you did. And really I didn't do a ton. I took some workshops. I changed my video. I didn't spend hours upon hours creating a video. I created a simple video. I like to try to keep things as simple as possible. And and then VIP Kid, there was I don't even remember what it's called. There was a program that if you did, you could do it to try and increase your bookings. And so I signed up for the program, and you practiced teaching with a teacher in China. And after that, my bookings did increase. I don't know if that was from the program or just because that was my time, but just keep that in mind. So with everything with VIP Kid, I love looking back and seeing how much I've grown, right? Because all of us start with everything zero. Zero bookings, zero followers. Followers are people who can, click on your schedule and follow your schedule so that they know when you're available. 0.5 Apple reviews. Um, for each class, we can get an Apple review, and that also helps with our bookings and things like that. $0, zero across the board. And so when I look now, and I'll share my numbers with you at the end, but it's just it happens. It happens. So just be patient. Do do stuff to help improve your bookings, but I personally wouldn't suggest that you have to grind it out, right? That's just not how I believe. But if you do, that's totally fine. So once I got a couple of bookings, that first month I made probably about, I think it said in the another video, about $57 or $67. And then that second month teaching, one after I got my first bookings, I was filling up the classes, a lot of all the classes I wanted. So I was making as much as I wanted to. For me, what worked was I stepped out of the classroom the year I started teaching for VIP Kid. I became a part-time reading interventionist. So I was part-time reading interventionist while I was building up my bookings. And so from the second month until through the rest of the year, I was teaching as much as I wanted to. And so bringing in an extra about $600 a month. In the beginning, I was teaching different kid after different kid after different kid. I probably taught 150 to 200 kids before I started getting regulars. So again, it's different for everybody, right? And once I started, then I started getting regulars. There's a frenzy every Monday at noon in Beijing, and that's when the slots open for 2 weeks out and the parents can start booking. I wasn't getting any bookings during that frenzy. They were kind of coming in throughout the week. Then all of a sudden, I started getting bookings during the frenzy. Then all of a sudden, I started people who've had you before can book you even before the frenzy. I started getting bookings earlier. So I started getting lots of. Now I'm getting almost completely full during the frenzy, and then some more are trickling in throughout the week. And if any, I mean, sure, there are some months that have been a little bit slower. I said I was averaging about 600 a month, and the lowest I went down to was 500. And now I'm working on increasing. Now I'm not going back to the school next year. I'm working on increasing that amount of money. So I'm on par to get up to 1,600 this month with just teaching classes. And I'm almost once you've taught 1,000 classes, you can do the interview, lead the interview demo. So I'm just about 150 classes short. So I'll be excited to pursue that in about next month. And let's see, what else did I want to share? Um, yeah. So and then now as you can see, I'm starting to coach interested candidates and share my knowledge, my experience with all of you. And so I mentioned in the beginning that I would share, I was at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 everything for like 30 days. And now I have taught 379 different students. I have taught 863 classes, probably more than that by now. I've taught some this morning and last night. I'm a five apple. Five apples is my rating. So I have 284 five apple reviews. Early on, I did get two four apples and one three apple, which the three apple ended up getting taken off for whatever reason either VIP saw it and said that it wasn't valid or the parents decided to take it back. Um, and I prepare for classes. I do my best, and there are going to be times when I get fours or threes or um, but I, like I said, have mostly five Apple reviews, 284. So that is my VIP kid journey so far. Again, I'm just so grateful for this company. It's so awesome to be able to wake up in the morning, come downstairs and teach, and dress up in something fun and still have my pajama pants on, which is great and comfy. You know, the hours that I choose to work, I wake up at the earliest that I teach is 5, and the latest that I teach is until 11:30, but I don't teach until 11:30 and then wake up at 5 for 5 o'clock the next day. Some people do, that's just not for me. Some people teach overnight. You can make this a part-time, full-time, or a business. So, I want to work part-time and make good money. So that is my plan, and that's why I'm teaching the amount of classes that I'm teaching. And then also coaching as well, because you can definitely make some good money referring and coaching people. So that is my story. I hope you found it helpful and encouraging. And like I said, I'm coaching anybody who's interested in being a VIP kid, applying for VIP kid. So I will help you through the application process. I will practice one-on-one with you through Zoom for your interview and mocks, and I will add you to my Facebook group where you have a sense of community, very positive, where we'll help you through the application process, but then also during your VIP kid. So if you would like to have me as your coach, be sure to apply through my link below in the notes. Or if you've already applied, you can add my code, which is also in the notes. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now.